what it is that's going on with our inflation and all the other things that's going on in our
one
country.
of the things Joy did say, kind of similar along the lines of what you're saying, she's saying everybody's complaining about the Democrats as far as what they're doing about inflation. She said, okay, Republicans, those who are complaining and pointing fingers at Democrats, she said, what's your answer?
Let's hear some answers.
And Anna said they don't have answers because they coming at the little kids that gay.
That's what I'm saying.
She said they not thinking, they don't have no answer to inflation.
Thank you.
Because they trying to do gay rights and other
gas
things.
prices and stuff.
You know, they don't have
so
that
stick
problem.
with that. So what else?
So that was one topic. Another topic is what everybody's been talking about was the Will Smith.
Okay.
His apology, and then how Chris Rock has responded as far as including certain things.
But he didn't. Because they're
just saying as far as no response,
right?
But he's been including it in his comedy act,
right. But not from the
and
apology.
Is that okay?
Yeah, and it is. He should get. I said this on our previous show with the Breakfast Club review. Mm-hmm. He should milk it for everything he can. If I was him, I would go the whole year or whatever until Netflix gives me a deal, and then I'll do a whole comedy set on him smacking me. I'll call him Suge Smith. He calls him Suge Smith now on stage. They talked about how Kevin Hart gave him that goat,
the goat name,
and named it Will Smith. I would use the whole thing for as long as I can. I'll milk it as long as I can about this, and then when I decide, even if I feel like it, I'll accept your apology. If I feel like accepting your apology.
Well, they came at it from a different angle. I think Chris may have said something about being victimized. He was saying and said how everybody wants to be the victim and play the victim card. So I don't know if that was a comment he made, but as far as the victim, I'm hoping it ain't Will Smith.
No, that's what I said. Charlamagne said he had already did that bit before Will Smith did his. No.
The point that the View ladies were coming at as far as they understand what Chris is saying. Okay. Everybody's not a victim. Right. And then too, when they going through some situations or whatever, don't always cry the victim card. Exactly. So they did kind of talk along
when
that
there's
line.
Real victims in the world.
And Anna was kind of frustrated because she's saying, we keep talking about this story. She said the 10-year-old girl who got raped in Ohio, that's victimization. Exactly. The Ukrainians who have been ran out of their country and trying to find a place to stay, that's victimization.
Yeah, she said, not getting slapped in the face.
Yeah, then she said, can we move on let them work it out? She said, I understand the healing and apologies and stuff, but she said, really? I understand where she was coming from. And then Joy has to always bring in Trump with the whole thing about him feeling he was victimized.
She can't stand him.
She said, this is an example of what Trump was saying about being victimized. She said, he ain't no victim. And
he a victim of that hairstyle.
That's true. That's the barber. That's what, what's her name?
Whoever did that to him.
The comedian lady.
And he has to live with it. He can't change his hair now. Can you imagine if he changed his hairstyle now? He's famous for that hairstyle. Yes. So he is a victim. Yes. I agree. I disagree with Joy. He's a victim from that hairstyle.
Speaking of hairstyle, mine's flipping around. But I see what they were saying, because she was saying there are many people that are claiming victim like Donald Trump as a joke.
Yeah.
She said
for losing the election.
She used the comment of Trump made about being victims and compared it to what Chris probably was saying. I don't know. As far as false victimization.
Yeah.
False victimization.
We just use the word loosely.
Yeah.
We use the word loosely.
Now, Sarah did bring up a good point, and we always need to understand when we're talking about victimization, a lot of times she was saying she kind of understand where Anna was going with why we have to dwell on this and, and whether he feels he's a victim or not, whatever. She said, understand though that there are real mental illness situations out there where people probably are victimized and they need help. They really need to get some help because they're been taunted, they've been hurt or whatever. She said, let's not forget that portion of a person that's really a victim. She said, by all means, if you've been victimized, please get some help. Please,
or you may not think that you're worthy of getting help because you think
so many other situations.
That 10-year-old girl, it's almost
that's like what Sarah said.
Don't complain about no shoes when you see the man who has no feet.
Exactly.
No, I'm still complaining about no shoes.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I hate that the man don't have no feet, but having no shoes is bad too.
Thank you.
So that's
you brought clarity to that. Yeah. That's pretty much what Sarah was trying to say. Like,
people don't. They go to the extreme.
That little girl got raped, but I'm hurt too.
Again. And everybody goes to extreme. Yeah. Nobody is common sense. normal. Everybody has to go one way or another. They're either a victim or I don't want to be a victim. Don't call me a victim. And you are a victim. You was robbed and hit over your head, old man. You're a victim. Now go report it to the police. I know victim. That's what I'm saying. You were a victim. You're a victim
they're
of crime.
in denial.
Or they don't want to say it because they see all these other things of real, what they consider a real victim.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
extreme on both sides.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
One topic which was really stupid, and Whoopi didn't even say any comments about this.
She hates
Whoopi don't like
generic.
stupidity.
Or she just don't like general comments.
Apparently, a bride wrote in to some column or whatever, or some show, for her anger. One of her bridesmaid did not like the dress that she was wearing, and we got an actual story to that. We have an actual real story that happened there. But on the day of the wedding, did not wear her dress because it made her look fat, and she didn't wear it. How would you feel as a bride if one of your bridesmaids did that? Not a day before, not a week before, the day of.
I would say that person is not your friend. That person is thinking about themselves more than they thinking about you. And I wouldn't care. What do I need her for
Joy
anyway?
said she didn't care.
I don't need you.
She.
Now the bride not showing up is a big difference.
Sarah said, you ain't eating no food. You ain't even come. Don't even come to the wedding. Go home. Go home. You show me how you care about me. I'm not giving you my food.
Sarah or Anna?
Sarah. Anna was mad.
Yeah,
Anna was like,
yeah.
Why didn't she tell you she felt fat in that dress a week ago? Before the wedding, why didn't she had moments in the bride when y'all have rehearsal dinners? Why the day of?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Something not right with that bridesmaid.
And that's probably why Whoopi was like,
I don't care.
Those are the type of ones where I even go, that's so stupid.
You don't even care.
First of all, I don't care.
You look fat and you feel you look fat in a dress?
You are fat. You're fat. You were fat in any dress I put you in.
Whoopi will probably say, wear whatever you want.
So whatever.
You know, if you want to celebrate me, come on, celebrate me.
But that person they think about themselves more. That's the type of person that will always think about themselves more than anybody else.
But we've had that happen in a situation years ago, and we won't say names.
But I wouldn't get, if I was the bride, what does she got to do with anything? The friend. I'm still getting married.
Yeah.
The guy just can't walk down by himself.
Yeah, well, make him walk with two. He can. The one bridesmaid can have two men. You'll fix it up.
No, you're missing a man. I mean, a woman, right?
Yeah, two men will walk with one lady. He don't have a partner.
Or one woman walk with two men because he missing a partner.
I'm sorry.
One woman will walk with two men.
Two men walk with one lady.
Yeah, good. Then she come down the aisle with two men. And get rid of that fatso, because I'm fat. Get a load of fatso over there. How dare you, with your fat self, show up? You knew that dress didn't look good on you.
Said.
When you don't just pop into a dress the last minute.
This dress.
You know that.
Off and I'm not going to be in the wedding because
and you supposed to look ugly because all the brides always got to look great.
That's what Sarah
and
said.
All the bridesmaids look like chipmunks.
Sarah said, "How many weddings have we been in as bridesmaids?
Bridesmaids' dresses are always ugly." Because the bride wants to look really beautiful.
And that was an episode in Martin where Gina was looking at the wedding dresses.
Yeah.
And Pam came out with an ugly hat and a dress. I don't want to wear this.
Right.
No, Pam, you look really nice.
Great.
And then she talked to her mom. I don't want anybody looking better than me.
Thank you.
And the mother like, I understand.
Thank you. So it's already now. You should have never said you wanted to be a bridesmaid.
Anna just said you should have said it earlier.
Yeah,
sat out and whatever. But that's one topic they talked about.
Hopefully she could be a relative. Then she can't do nothing about it. If that's like his sister or his cousin or something.
That's true. Yeah.
But if that's her friend, no.
Yeah. What if?
But if it was like a sister or a cousin or something,
sit her down.
I don't care.
Who cares? That's what Whoopi didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
Whoopi don't care about stuff like this.
It's stupid.
Been married more than one time, she don't care.
You don't care.
They talked about the people that passed away this past weekend.
Yeah.
Of course, there was
Bill
an actress
Russell.
named Pat Carroll who did Ursula voice for the Mermaid.
Oh yeah, Little Mermaid.
She's a blonde lady.
Mm-hmm.
She passed away, and then of course Bill Russell.
And
then and what's her name? Nichelle Nichols.
Yeah.
And of course Whoopi being a Star Trek part of that.
So I forgot her name on Star Trek.
Oh yeah, what was her name on Star Trek? But Whoopi
y'all know. Comment in the comment section.
Whoopi got to know her, of course, because she's been in that. She's in that Star Trek.
She was the first black person we saw, like in space type of movies.
Yeah, that have gone to space.
And she wasn't like the cleaning lady on the spaceship.
Yeah, she had a position. She was a
communications manager.
Yeah, something.
She wasn't like you. Usually, it be us. We be in movies like that, and we show up and knock something over. Oh, I'm sorry, Bo.
You want me to
clean? Why they trying to take
watching
you?
The
yeah. Don't nobody better not come up in here.
I got her, Captain.
I got it,
no
Captain.
Problem.
You ain't got to worry about nothing over here.
You know what?
That's how we normally. Back in the day. Ooh, what's going on? Our eyes always gotta be big. Oh, Lord. Is that a space rocket, Lord Jesus? No, she was smart, intelligent, beautiful, black woman on TV when we needed to see it.
She was a mentor for Whoopi. So Whoopi shared that. But one of the things Bill Russell
and the captain liked her.
Yeah. They had a love.
He was trying to hook up with her, but he couldn't because back in the day,
that was the first interracial kiss.
Yes, back in the day, they would have burnt the NBC or whoever, NBC or whatever down if they would have really. But he said he wanted a love scene with her.
But you know what? We can stay on the whole thing with race. Because this can segue even into after the Bill Russell comment into their guest that they had.
And he had a lot of racism.
Anna actually read from one of the books that his daughter had written when they were younger and they came home. They were robbed, and somebody had poured beer all over his pool table.
NBA champion.
They had broken his case and messed up some of his trophies. And she said what hit her the most was in his bed. They had pulled back the covers. They had defecated in the bed.
He said he had experienced so much racism.
My God.
Winning championships in a city that was racist.
Oh, wow.
Where people was displaying racism.
Yeah.
There was another story they was talking about the mayor had given him a key to the city because he was a champion.
Yeah.
And they left. I think he went to get dinner or something afterwards, family, and they wouldn't even serve him or something. They said he took that key over to the mayor's house and gave it back to him.
See how
you gonna give me a key to a city
that don't even want to feed me? Now
so he started
playing in the 50s, right? 54.
He helped break down a lot of that.
Late 50s, early 60s, when we hadn't even done civil rights movement.
Exactly.
And this man,
he was ahead of his time.
Oh my God! So
always graceful, always graceful. I love that. I love
carried himself.
Go out in a bang. I did it my way.
Yeah.
The good old, just a good guy. Nothing bad to say about him. His kids loved him. Next to his wife, just love him, So that's I love.
So this is a good segue into the guest that they had called Cal Penn, an Indian guy. Family came over to America when and he and his brother were born in Jersey, but he wanted to be an actor, and that's not from an Indian family.
No, like African.
Not doctor. No lawyer.
You could be an actor doctor. Doctor
acting like a doctor.
No, you can be a doctor who acts.
What's the Asian?
But you're gonna be a doctor.
What's the Asian guy? The Chinese? Is he
him?
Chinese?
Yeah. Oh, he's on a lot of stuff.
He's a doctor.
He's a real doctor.
But he's an actor now. I mean, he's doing acting more
than which is how most I want you to do. You still got the degree. You could go do whatever you want to do.
But they were talking about the racism that he had to, because he's in the field as an Indian.
They always want him to be.
They wanted him to play an Indian part, and they said, "Can you do an accent for me?" He said, "What kind of accent do you want me? A British accent?
No, they want that
country
Indian,
western." They was like,
"Oh,
and he was like,
work at a gas station, 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
So he had to endure racism.
Yeah.
Those kind of stereotypical roles in the beginning of his acting.
But now you see a lot of major movies that are from India.
I know.
Just like from Korea.
I love it when we can see a movie with the ethnicity and strong ethnic Greece. But he talked about, and I didn't know this about him. I know he has a book out. He was in a show called Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Yeah.
You remember that show?
That was stupid.
Yeah.
So he played a stupid role.
Yeah, he did. He actually, because he went to school, he went to college. He actually was part of a group that went to Iowa, younger. He and 3 other actors. And when Obama was running for president, they were there to ask questions about the entertainment field and stuff. So they was challenging the president and how open he was before he was the president.
He grew up in Indonesia,
so he didn't think that he was going to win.
Okay.
But I didn't know he was part of Obama's organization, administrative. And they talked about that in 2008. He quit acting for a brief moment to work with the Obama administration.
Oh, okay.
And one of the things they said, what's the one thing you do remember working in as a junior staff? Because he was a junior staff. They had senior staffs and so forth. He said one thing, he had to remember bringing a lot of coins there because he had to get his food from the what you call it, where the foods be at, the vending machines.
Okay.
He said they didn't allow them to deliver like we do Ubering and DoorDashing. They didn't allow delivery services to come there because they could get
2008.
poisoned.
No, absolutely
Because they
not.
could be poisoned.
I agree.
Who thinks of that?
Yeah.
He said they never really liked working late because they couldn't have nice late lunches and dinners
Well, they
catered
said
to them.
Trump ate fast food every
Went with
day,
the KFC?
but he would send different people to go get it. See, you didn't know it was for him. Because you don't want people doing stuff to your food.
Yeah.
If they knew
You
it was
can
for
send
him,
people to get it. But if you
person
order on
gonna-
the phone,
Nah,
can you send over a such and such to the
Nah.
White House? We're going to be here late at night.
I
It
wouldn't.
could be poisoning your food.
That's true.
So
That's true.
think about those things.
That's true.
But he said he just remember always have to have coins in his pocket when they
Okay.
have to stay late. But I didn't know that he actually worked for Obama
For some
administration.
reason, I think you sitting up. That's why.
Oh,
Okay.
I am not moving.
I know. Go ahead.
But he has a book out called "You Can't Be Serious," so that was pretty much promoting his book. But it's interesting when you hear some of these entertainers come on the show. What they do, what other than their acting, what else do they do? And just to hear that he
That's
was part of the
interesting.
Obama administration, so
Okay.
pretty much. That was all they talked about, but he had to experience racism as well, being
Yeah.
from India.
Yep.
You can imagine.
Everybody got their stories. Every
know.
group has a story
I know.
about racism, which is
sad?
ridiculous.
You're sad.
What else?
That was it. And they ended with View Your Deals. When they do View Your Deals,
What is that?
so at the end of the show, sometimes they'll do View Your Deals with items that's on sale that you can get it cheaper if you go on the website or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Like if they're selling pens and
What was
and
it? Was it some
shoes
good?
and stuff.
Anything we can get?
I never watched View Your Deals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I
right.
may end up buying it, and that's why
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
thank you.
Like, oh, that pen glows in the dark.
She loved
and
to
squirts
shop,
water
y'all.
in your face.
She loved to shop.
So, but no. But
Yeah.
that was it. The View.
Okay.
They talked about some stuff, like Kim said, that happened over this weekend. That was people that passed away.
Yeah.
And the whole Will Smith thing that's still
Okay.
continuing on.
Okay.
So,
All right. So that was the
Okay.
View. If you guys have any comments, again, make sure. What should our thing we should ask in the community wall poll from this
ooh,
show
about the bridesmaid.
Oh, what kind
However
of question?
you want to
though?
ask that.
But like how about the bridesmaid?
Because you said a different answer about
would you be upset if your
if your
bridesmaid
bridesmaid did not like her
if she bailed out of the
wedding
the
because her
last
dress.
minute because she didn't like how her
because she
dress
didn't like
looked?
how her dress looked on her?
Would that make you upset? Is that the way
How
to
can
ask
we
it?
ask that one? Because each lady had a different answer. Anna said it would make me upset.
Would you be?
if
Oh, I
she
got it.
did
I know
so
what I'm gonna
late.
say. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I'm
Okay,
gonna put.
okay.
It's gonna be on the community wall.
Okay.
All right, and then we
Okay.
got to do one for the
The Will
Breakfast
Smith
Club.
one.
That one I can do for
Breakfast Club?
Breakfast
Okay.
Club.
Okay.
Will Smith. All right, y'all. So 2 polls gonna be on the community wall. Make sure
Okay.
y'all answer them and join us every day. We do the review of the View and of the Breakfast Club. All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that was another Woods Report. See you later.